from asexualise.com and author of Asexual Perspectives out on Amazon. Welcome to day 11 of Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month, celebrating our asexual diversity all across the spectrum and our individuality within it. So I want to tell you my very favourite quote from the book, the Asexual Perspectives book. Now, it's from Niki's story, and I have to say I totally agree with it. So I'm actually going to read it out to you. This is a quote I love. Honestly, for a very sex-centred culture, I think we don't have nearly enough honest, open conversations about sex. Now, I think she's hit the nail right on the head, right on the head when she's talking about that. I don't think as a society we talk about sex enough. Now, as an asexual who helps lots and lots of other asexuals all around the globe answer very personal questions sometimes about sexual attraction, arousal, masturbation, sex in general, I end up talking about sex fairly regularly. It was not my intention in 2014 when I started my asexual journey to even think about talking about sex, but as soon as I went in the forums on AVEN, Asexuality Visibility Education Network, I could see that they were so open and honest about what they like and dislike in a sexual relationship. And I've actually found that I think asexuals tend to talk more openly and honestly about sex as a subject than sexuals. So asexuals will talk around the subject in and out of it. So we will discuss the nitty gritty, whereas a lot of sexuals be just like, yeah, I like sex, I want sex. Not how often do you want it, how much do you want it, what problems arise in it. I think actually, in my experience, I've had, heterosexual relationships for years, but the communication with those people that were sexual, to be honest, wasn't that great surrounding sexual intercourse, sex in general, etc. Because, it was all sort of shush, 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 quite shy, and then, yeah, you come to do it, but you don't really talk about it that much. And you don't really explore what you like and dislike before getting into a relationship. And that's what I found with asexual dating sites. Actually, you talk a lot more about your sexual needs and preferences. So obviously a lot of us don't want sex, but not all asexuals are like that. Some asexuals are sex positive, some don't mind having it. But you talk a lot more about, what type of things you do like physically in a relationship. So do you like touching? Do you like kissing a little bit on the lips, a little bit on the cheek? Do you like full-on French kissing? Do you like to be naked? Do you like masturbation? Do you like mutual masturbation? Do you get aroused? Do you watch porn? All of these questions pretty much crop up in my book. But, we're really, really open and honest. But I think society in general that's so filled with sex and, goes on about sex and watch this and buy this and do this to get more sex. We as a society just don't talk openly and honestly enough about sex as an actual thing to do and thing to be involved in. It's just kind of hush-hush. It's all right, you want sex, go and get it, but it's not really discussed about the ins and outs of feelings and emotions and the physicality of compatibility with each other. So what do you think? I think society should talk more openly and honest about sex, because I'm sure there are lots of heterosexual people and other sexual people that don't actually have sex as much as society portrays they do. If they did, why would they need Viagra? Why would they need dildos and vibrators or whatever they're called? Why would they need so many sex toys if they were just all having sex naturally? It just happened and it was all great anyway. There's all this stuff to make you have great sex. If it doesn't come naturally, maybe it's because they're not actually naturally meant to be having it. There's other things to be doing in your life, is there not? Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. Do you think society in general doesn't talk openly and honestly enough about sex? What do you think? I'd love to hear what you say in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe. Share this video with a friend. It may help them. If you haven't checked Asexual Perspectives out on Amazon, please do read more of Niki's story. The links are down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Embrace your quirky and each other's. Bye-bye.